Yeah. Let's get it. If you're watching the replay, fast forward 5 to 10 minutes. You about to get it. Yeah. I'm back from vacation, if you haven't noticed. Let me know how the mic sound. Yeah. I need everybody that can hear my voice to hit the like button. My likes ain't matching the views. Everybody get my likes matching the views, please. One thing I noticed is my mic is not loud enough. How my mic sound? Mic check. My mic sound too low. Hey. Yeah. Okay. One of these days, I'm gonna have to figure out this mic. I'm trying to make the streams better, day by day, stream by stream. We gonna get it together eventually. Grind with me. I'm trying to see if I could Google something, figure out how to turn it up. Plus I gotta take a leak. After that, we gonna get started. need my mic. I need my likes to match the viewership, please. Yeah. About to go take a leak, then we're gonna get started. Yeah, 60-second countdown. Yes, sir. Yeah. Everybody hit the like button. Know what that mean? Know what that mean? It's that time. Bear with me, bear with me. We starting right now. All right. If the screen go blank, if my mic go mute, let me know in the chat ASAP. I'm looking for a sponsor for the show starting at $5. Um, if somebody outbids you, they'll become the new sponsor of the show. Hit up the super chat, hit up the super stickers, hit up the Streamlabs, links below. Cash App, link below. Once I get my moderators in here, I'm going to have them post the Cash App link in the chat. Everything else in the description. If we make $15 the first hour in donations, it guarantees a 2-hour live stream. If we make $25 the whole live stream, I will do a bonus live stream this week. $5 and below, you get to my nigga meme. $10 and up, you get the... Okay, I forgot which means, but yeah, donate and you'll see. Let's get started.
And any message I share, for the record, always applies to myself. Like, I'm not exempt just because I'm sharing it.
She's mentally ill. Let's start there. But yes, of course, every message that women share on social media is about themselves, no matter how much they try to hide it. We know that, so that's not a shocker.
So I've noticed that we want to sign your sign. Mind you, we've been getting dreams, songs, angel numbers. That post that came across our feed that just so happened to apply to our situation. But we want the sign to be on the billboard in big red letters, lit up with glitter. And it's almost as if we're waiting for this moment to feel ready. You're not going to feel ready for something you've never done. That's why you have to get pushed. We're also waiting for us to trust the outside world and the people in it. But a bird doesn't trust the branch it lands on. It trusts its wings.
They love these catchphrases. They love these, social media memes. Look, just be a decent human being. It ain't that hard. They got to try to dress all this stuff up. It's simple. Just be a decent human being. It doesn't take a motivational quote.
And you should do the same. First of all, hi. So I'm currently cleaning house, out with the old, in with the new, manifesting a new wardrobe, inshallah. I have no idea how this is gonna look. I have contractual obligations, clothes to wear, posts to do, bills that have to be paid, and showing up the best I can, right? Because I know that it's not going to be perfect. I know that people may have a gripe. I mean, my arms are out, right? First of all, it's hot, and then I sweat like a puddle under my armpits. Not an excuse, but looking into Botox under my arms and finding clothes that are more aligned with where I'm headed, even if it's not to the book perfect.
Okay, so first off, I know my mic is still low. Thank you, Don Easy. I don't think I'm going to figure it out this stream. Hopefully it's not just so low that, it's not worth listening to. I'm working on it. So Brittany Renner has become a Muslim, I guess. I mean, I don't take it serious. I just don't. But she still has to try to make money online as an Instagram hoe while being a Muslim. I don't know how she gonna finesse that. They always run to religion to try to save them from their past. Look, I would respect it more if it was genuine, but it's just all so convenient. Why didn't she join Islam when she was 21 and popping? It's just all too convenient.
That's what this is all about for me, is I'm just going to show up and give my best. And every day my best gets better. First of all, hi. And happy birthday to me. I am 31 years young, and this is the most at peace I have ever been in my entire life. A lot of people misinterpret my messages. I'm not asking for permission, nor am I seeking forgiveness. I don't respect pick and choose culture. I pick myself and I choose to show up as myself. Where a pig with a wig can get the gig, everybody looks the same. Everyone strives to fit in.
You do too, ma'am. Why are you talking at people like this isn't you? You spent your whole career striving to fit in and, desperate to get the validation from men and just people on Instagram, period. But let me guess, you're enlightened now, I know.
Showing up as yourself, even something as simple as wearing the hair that grows out of your scalp, it makes you different. Being yourself in the world today is considered divine rebellion. A half-truth is still a whole lie. And if you are not showing up in truth, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Nobody should take advice from you. Your life sucks, and you had life on easy mode, and you still keep failing. Like, literally, nobody should take advice from you. You're clearly mentally ill. You need to be on meds.
Me showing up, however that looks like that day, not now, because day to day overwhelms me. I'm moment to moment. However I show up, I'm at peace with however that's received.
Wait, are you at peace or are you overwhelmed? Because those things don't mix. Let's just, we don't need to rewind. I heard her right the first time. She's 31, and this is the most at peace she's ever been. But then in the same video, the goddamn same video, she said day to day she overwhelmed. They're walking contradictions.
The truth doesn't need validation. If you don't understand it, it's not for you. That's why I'm at peace. Because I'm allowing myself to be seen. And in allowing myself to be seen,
look, the closest thing to peace that a woman is going to experience is when she stopped giving a damn about what the internet think, and she get off the internet and she's actually with a man, loving a man, taking care of a family, caring about the things that really matter in life. No woman who got to get on the internet every day is mentally at peace.
I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable. And allowing myself to be vulnerable I'm allowing myself the opportunity to be loved for who I actually am. Happy birthday to the realest on your timeline. Hello.
What does that even mean? Like, she's going everywhere. Like, I can't keep track. Like, happy birthday to the realest on your timeline? Hello? I mean, is that you? Are you the realest on people's timeline? Oh, it's your birthday? This is a sad birthday, sitting in your car with sweats and a t-shirt, talking a bunch of incoherent nonsense on Instagram Live.
First of all, hi. Few updates. I'm going to be having my own talk show. There's just not enough truth being told out here. And that's why my hair is so big. It's full of truth. So be on the lookout for that. I have been on pussy strike since October.
So much to unpack the first 3 seconds of this clip, or 10, whatever. She's going to have her own talk show. And she genuinely thinks whoever gave her this talk show or worked out this deal, like, she thinks she's getting it because she's genuinely interested, or that she has something genuinely worthwhile. Okay, look, let me just put it like this. The reason they gave you a show is because you're a fucking train wreck, and people love to stare at a train wreck. It's not because you're insightful. It's not because you're deep. Or some guy realized dingbat bitches want to listen to other dingbat bitches, and she has, some clout, so maybe they'll tune in and listen to this dingbat, and we can make millions, more millions, off these silly hoes. That was the logic behind you having your own show. What other dumb shit did she say the first 15 seconds? She's now on pussy strike. Ma'am, they all try to do this after they've been ran through, and they think they're going to get back at, Chad and Tyrone by, locking the pussy down. They're not tripping. You're just another bitch to them. There's plenty of women out here, that they can have sex with. You're not going to be able to control men by closing your legs now. Nice try, pussy strike. What's your goal? You think you're going to get married by not having sex? I love when women have that bright idea after 30. I'm going to shut the pussy down after being ran through, and now somebody will marry me.
Because the thought of somebody's raggedy ass son who doesn't value me standing over top of me makes me want to.
Well, if he's so raggedy, why would you want him to value you? Can you dive into that, Brittany? Britt? The thought of somebody's raggedy son who doesn't value you. So he was only raggedy after he didn't value you. So if somebody raggedy doesn't value you, what does that say about you? If trash doesn't even value you, what does that make you? Just a question.
Oh my God. So dating, it's been a little non-existent because I'm not interested in anything casual. And instead of complaining about not going on any dates, I just eat dates. I changed my diet for 2023. I no longer eat fast food, no pop, no bullshit. Celery juice every morning on an empty stomach, and it has been a game changer. I never thought I was going to be a celery juice drinking sister, but here I am.
Hey, I'm glad you eating better and drinking better. Doesn't make you a better dating prospect, and it doesn't make you anybody someone should listen to. But hey, I'm glad for you. That is good. Congratulations, Britt.
Look at how I'm feeling. I got tired of staying the same. I know a lot of you aren't going to feel that because you're okay with being mediocre. That's fine. But I'm not you, and that's my superpower.
You don't have a superpower. Your superpower was that you had a nice butt. Or maybe you still do, but I don't care. I don't want to see your butt anymore. I've seen it enough. I'm burnt out. I'm going to look for some new butts to look at. Don't want to look at yours anymore. That was your superpower. It doesn't have as much power as it used to. People done seen it 10,000 times. You know?
Oh, I'm such an asshole. And sometimes people, they have this.
Oh, that's what I wanted to touch on. She said that she's not mediocre. Ma'am, you're below mediocre. I wouldn't go on a date with Brittany Renner. I would rather go on a date with an unattractive woman with, not a nice body, who actually has a nice personality and who's not crazy. Keep telling yourself this, and you're only getting older. So is your value going up with age, Brittany? The first woman in history who has increasing value as she ages? I don't think so.
Attitude, how dare you think you're gonna love yourself and respect yourself? Yes, I have the audacity to change for the better. A lot of people avoid the truth because when you actually address the truth, radical changes are usually required.
Unfortunately, it's too late. These hoes, they see the light when they're already done. They're done and dusted. It's already over by the time they see the light. Let me address the chat. T Orlando, I owe you a rent, sir. So let me get on that real quick. I forgot about that. I owe you a wrench because somebody bought you a wrench. I hate that my mic is low. I hate it. Next stream, I'm switching mics back. I bought this mic for nothing. The reason I bought this mic is because I thought I could hook it up to my sound machine where I could play live sounds. But we going to figure it out. We going to figure it out, people. Let me figure out how to give T Orlando a wrench. Bear with me, live. Hit up the super chat. Hit up the super stickers. The Streamlabs and the Cash App. I got the meme set up, so if you hit me up on Streamlabs, super stickers, and super chat, you'll get the meme associated with how much you donated. Super stickers, the Streamlabs, and the Cash App. I got the meme set up, so if you hit me up on Streamlabs, super stickers, and super chat, you'll get the meme associated with how much you donated. Everybody give a round of applause for T Orlando, our newest moderator. I'm switching back to the old mic. Okay, I got a question real quick before I get back into it. Did the other mic sound better? Is me sounding low on the live streams a newer thing? Or have I always sounded this low? Let me know in the chat. Is this a newer thing? Or have I always sounded this low? Let me know. Let me know in the chat right now. Okay, while y'all letting me know that. Okay. I got somebody in the chat to say she looked good though, not gonna lie. Look, the point of my channel is for you to not give a fuck anymore how good they look. I mean, looking good, what does it really mean? Okay, I looked at you. Okay, it's over with. The hype of you looking good is over. I looked at you. After you look at her, okay, then what? Her looking good literally means nothing. A woman looking good means nothing. Okay, wow, you're a mannequin. Cool. It doesn't mean you're good at sex. It doesn't mean you would make a good girlfriend. It doesn't mean you would be likable to sit in the room with. It literally means nothing. I want all the people. I mean, I can't make y'all think, anything other than what you want to think. Y'all all grown in here. Well, I think. But just my advice. Don't give a damn how a chick look. I mean, you can look at her, cool. But don't hype up a woman looking good because it means nothing.
And change can be good. Try sometime. First of all, hi. As a former loud and proud man hater, here are 5 things that have changed the game for me. Number 1, I realized I didn't hate men. I hated the way I allowed myself to be mistreated by men.
Okay, she kept it real right there. But let me say this. She still hates men. And if she, look, she's going to go back to hating men. Most women, in my opinion, end up hating men one way or another. For one reason or another, most women end up hating either men or the men in their lives, especially their husband or boyfriend. But she kept it real. I'll give her some points for that. A lot of the women haters don't really hate men. They hate the way they allow themselves to be mistreated by men. But they've always hated themselves. That's why they hate themselves. One of the many reasons they hate themselves. But they're not going to talk about that online. Well, they do that too to get attention and victimhood status too. But usually they're not going to expose themselves like that. Now, out of the 8 people in the chat right now, I need a yes or no. Would you still hit Brittany? You know, but here's the catcher. You have to give her your phone number and your home address in order to hit. If those are the stipulations, that you got to give her your real phone number and your real home address, would you hit? Wire in the chat if those are the stipulations. Would you hit? But once again, you got to give her your real phone number and your home address and your mom's address too.
Big difference, right? You are not a victim. You are a participant. And when you point the finger, you miss out on the opportunity to grow. Number 2, I stopped saying I didn't need a man. Because if I want a relationship with a man, then I need one, right? Okay, that's...
Wow. I'll give her points for the second point as well. Like, wow. Hey, I'm saluting. I'm not just bashing. If she makes a good point, I'll be the first one to admit it.
On that. 3, you can't be that serious about getting picked if you're not in the gym at least 3 times a week. You know,
but let's be clear though. She's still looking to be picked by a man at PJ's status or better. Like, let's just be very clear about that. They're never talking about average Joe, especially if they taste it better. Literally and figuratively. All this is about a top tier, quote unquote, high value man. All these lessons are for this type of man. Not in general.
You take care of yourself, so how would you expect someone to take care of you? Number 4, I stopped entertaining stragglers. And stragglers are guys you meet along the way that you know you're not really ever going to take seriously, but you use them for your own personal entertainment. Number 1, that's wrong. Number 2, you're sending a mixed message. Stay committed to what you want. Most importantly...
Okay, let's break that down. She don't give a damn about right or wrong. I don't believe she do. She doesn't want to waste her time. Well, who wants to waste her time? Nobody wants to waste her time. You know, but it's not about her doing the noble thing. She's just trying to make room for the guy she really wants. But I just had to clear that up. She didn't stop wasting time with stragglers because she's a noble woman.
Number 5, accountability. Ooh. I analyzed my behavior and what parts of me resonated with these men I deemed problematic. I'm here to tell you that the call is coming from inside the house.
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is one of the most honest videos she ever did. And this is a lot of the stuff that I say on my channel every day. You know, every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You women are the problem. You're picking the problematic men because you're problematic. You're picking toxic men because you're toxic. You're inherently toxic from the Adam and Eve days. I said it. Women are inherently toxic. Some can overcome it, most won't. And I'll give the ones who overcome it, I'll give them all the props in the world, and I'll deem them good women. Well, when I say overcome it, it's still there, and it's still going to, rear its ugly head. If you're in a relationship with a woman for 50 years, but she's just way better than the average woman, I'll say that. She does a way better job at managing it.
And it's time to pick up. First of all, hi. People are so quick to say, if you were smart, you could have. If I were you, I would have. If you were me, you'd be no different than you are now, which is utterly forgettable, just in my body.
She actually thinks anybody cared for any other reason than she had a nice ass and was fuckable. Did you peep that? Let's rewind that real quick.
Deemed problematic. I'm here to tell you that the call is coming from inside the house.
Hit the like
and
button.
It's time to pick up. First of all, hi. People are so quick to say, if you were smart, you could have. If I were you, I would have. If you were me, you'd be no different than you are now, which is utterly forgettable, just in my body.
You're utterly forgettable in your body. There's nothing interesting about you. There was never anything interesting about you. That's the thing. These cute chicks you see, these young, hot, cute chicks with nice bodies, they actually think it's something they did, like to get all this attention and praise, and people always trying to give them something. Like when they become invisible at 45, they'll realize, yeah, I was never interesting. I was never funny. I was never charismatic. I was never nurturing. I was never giving, nothing like that. It was just based on what I looked like. Did I mention I wasn't smart? Y'all need to get this out of y'all head that y'all smart, and funny. You're not funny. You're not likable to be in a room with. It's just your looks.
The average person is below average. So although we're all capable of change, most rarely do. That is why change is so alarming to people. It's unheard of. People aren't willing to go the distance, to put in the work, to believe in themselves. You cannot dwell on decisions you've made. I have tried a multitude of things at the buffet of life, and I will not apologize for it.
Why do you keep saying that in every video? I've seen 10 Brittany Renner videos where she's talking about, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm not asking for permission. Like, people who constantly have to tell you they don't give a fuck the most. People who constantly say, oh, I'm not going to apologize. I don't apologize. Those are the people who know they need to apologize the most. That's why they keep mentioning something about apologizing.
I don't do apology tours. I know what I like and what I don't like, what's good for me and what's not, and where I
don't know what's good for you and what's not, because look where you are. You failed for over at least 15 years when it comes to dealing with men. You don't know what's best for you. Women in general, 80% of the time, don't know what's best for themselves, and that's why men should control them and be in control of their lives. Fucking period.
I want to go moving forward. And thankfully, hallelujah, I don't need anybody's permission to change. And you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people benefit from you staying the same. Ooh. Ooh. Regardless if it's strangers or...
You're not a giving woman. Who benefits from you staying the same? I mean, somebody's balls benefit. But, like, who really benefits as a human overall when you were the old Brittany Renner? You took from people. You didn't give to people. Just never mind.
Online, or people you know personally that are no longer benefiting from you staying the same, they have the loudest opinions. Because a narrow mind and a wide mouth usually go together. And that is why when they voice their opinions, you pay them dust. First of all,
see, she do be saying some real shit. What did she say? A narrow mind always have the biggest mouth. That's true. That's a fucking fact. She got good catchphrases sometimes, but she just can't apply it properly to her life, or she would be winning in life. Like I said it before, I'll say it again. A woman has a short time to get it right in her dating life. She has a short window. And here's the thing. Once women don't get it right in their dating life from 14 to 23, they usually never get it right. They will never be in a lifelong relationship ever. If a woman wants to be in a lifelong relationship, she has to get this figured out from 14 to 23. If she's still online talking about dating and what she ain't going to tolerate after 23, it's usually over. She'll get in a relationship here and there. She might get in a 6-month relationship, a year relationship. She might even go a 10-year relationship. But the chances that she's going to get buried next to a guy that she's been with for 20 plus years, it's slim to none. Even when they do try to fix it, like even when they realize like, oh, I've been fucking up all this time. Let me try to read some self-help books. Let me try to read some motivational quotes. Let me go to some classes. Even when they learn how to be a decent human being, well, I don't know if they ever do, but you know what I mean. Even when they realize I was messing up and they put in real effort to change for the better, it's just too late. And at that point, it'll just be an act to maybe get something for a year or two or maintain something for a year or two. But the real mentally ill her is going to come back out at some point. All that resentment for guys in their past, she's going to take it back out on the current guy or the guys in the future. It's just that fucking simple. I'm gonna try to switch mics midstream. This is either gonna be really bad or it's gonna be really good. Let's see what happens, guys. Oh, guess what I found? Yeah, I think I figured it out, guys. Yes, sir. That should be much louder. Hey, was it worth it? Was it worth bearing with me? I'm sorry that this podcast is ghetto, but I think every podcast is ghetto in the beginning. Mike is now officially good. I appreciate y'all, man, for bearing with the guy. Great. Now all I gotta do is switch the audio of the video to the mic. We back in action. Better than ever. Better than ever. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's gonna get better one day, guys. It's gonna get better. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are curious what it would be like to have a night with Brittany. She probably is fire in bed. I ain't gonna lie. She's probably really good in bed. I can't even. But I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it. All right, we're going to do a mic test because it's peaking. So I'm going to put it at negative. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's try 1.4. How do I sound now? Is it still wonderful? Is it still great? Is it still great right here, y'all? Is it still wonderful? Is it still amazing? Is it still spectacular? Is it still astounding? Is it still magical? Is it still majestic? Is it still magnificent? Is it still marvelous? Is it still miraculous? My vocab is big, y'all. I can keep going all night. All right. Let's see. Now, come on. Yeah, the people who watching the replays, they're really going to be pissed at me here. Let's see, man. Let's see what we got.
That's why when they voice their opinions, you pay them dust. First of all, hi. I crave connection.
All right, just to double check, can y'all hear Brittany as I just played her? Can y'all hear her? Let me know if you can hear her.
But I am not entertaining men for the sake of having notifications. I know what it's like to be desired by men. I don't know what it's like to be valued by one.
Well, she's telling the truth there, but here's the thing. You know what it's like to be desired by men. I hope you enjoy it because it's only downhill from here. And here's the thing. Until women start, how can I put it? Until they hit the wall physically and mentally, just getting sexual attention from men is good enough for them. If they're getting validated by the men they see as high value, even if it's just for long enough to hit, that's enough for their simple minds from 12 to 30, we'll just say. That's just fine for them. But once they realize, wait, this isn't going to last forever. I'm actually going to age and all this attention is slowly going to decline. I need to lock somebody down now. So now I truly want to be valued. They always knew the guy who would truly value them. They always knew the guy. But a regular guy valuing them isn't valuable to them. And the women who did value the average Joe valuing them, they're happily married right now. Their life might not be perfect, but they're happy in their relationship. I think most of those women who picked a good guy early and just stuck it out and was loyal to him, they're going to be way more happier in life than this woman ever will be. And I don't know if that was proper grammar, but who cares? The women who only value being valued by quote unquote high value men, they're the most unhappy women on the planet.
When people ask me why hasn't it worked out with anyone, well, because I've never valued myself. I've been running from myself for a really long time. And I'm no longer drinking it away, eating it away, sleeping it away, fucking it away.
Yeah, that's what these hoes are doing. They're running away from themselves, but they don't know themselves. Well, here's the thing. Look, their identity is supposed to be a wife and a mother. And when they try to find an identity outside of that, it doesn't fulfill them most of the time. It just doesn't. This woman's identity up to this point has just been a hot fuck doll. She doesn't have a self. She says she's running away from herself. What is that? Outside of your identity as a whore, who are you? Just never mind.
I'm sitting with my shit. I was entertaining conversations with men I knew I would never take seriously because I felt like it validated me. Single, I'm alone, but I'm not really. I have people on my phone. But I never needed anything outside of me to validate me. But until you're ready to get that honest with yourself, you'll keep looping back until you do something different.
She's doing all this different so she can land a high value man. The reason why she was entertaining, men she didn't value to validate her is because she couldn't get the guy she did value to validate her. And she think making all these changes will finally get, a top tier dude to value her. And it's not gonna fucking happen.
You're really only holding yourself back and prolonging the inevitable, which is you having these difficult conversations with yourself. You don't believe in love. You're desperate. You don't think you can do any better. Ultimately, you feel like it's what you deserve. Anything you...
Oh, no. Okay. If we're going to talk about what Brittany Renner deserves, you deserve to be miserable and die alone based on all the fucked up shit you've done since you were 12 and all the people you fucked over, all the good men you fucked over, all the good men you scammed. The fact that you're going to ruin your child's life. You deserve to be miserable for the rest of your fucking life if life was fair. If karma is real and life is fair and, you want to know what would be just, you'd never find a man. The best thing you could do is just give up on that. Focus. You need to focus on your kids. Stop making car videos and raise your fucking son, dirtbag. I mean, since you're changing for the better so much, how about you get off the internet and raise your son? Oh, you a Muslim now. No more dope game. Okay, so how about get off the fucking internet and work at Walmart and just be a righteous woman for your son? And go find a righteous man who also work at Walmart and live a righteous life and raise your son Muslim and y'all could, be at peace that way. Yeah, you ain't gonna fucking do it.
Your track from a disempowered state won't last. That's a feel-good life quote. And you deserve all the things that you deeply desire. But your actions have to align with your beliefs. Update on my vagina. Since so many of you have your fucking nose in it all the time. Yeah, I'm just joking. You see, that's why I hate when people are like, I'm just joking. Because there's always truth in jest. I wasn't joking. A lot of...
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I hate when people say just joking, too, because they're not just joking. If somebody says something slick about you, they really meant to say something slick about you. It's not all in good fun.
You have your nose in my vagina. I was actually being serious.
See, I forgot which order these videos came out, but like some videos she'll sound deep and evolved, and now she back to talking about her vagina. Remember she was talking about finding her identity? Yeah, it's always going to go back to her vagina, her identity.
Anyways, I got the copper IUD today. Won't trap me!
But I thought you weren't fucking no more. Or maybe, I don't know. I know all these videos were in a 6-month time frame, regardless of what order they're in. So she went from within 6 months, I got an IUD and you won't trap me, to I'm on a pussy strike since October. Okay, ma'am. Oh, what no? You hand me the ring
No plan, engagement, nothing. A man wants me to push a baby out this power portal, you're going to have to get on one knee, motherfucker.
I love it. I love when they raise the standards after they already push a dude's kid out, or after they already been ran through by, 268 guys. Now they talking about you got to marry me before I have a baby with you. But were you married to PJ? I don't think you were, man. So why should the next man who got to take care of another man's kid have to do more than the last man did? It just ain't adding up. Especially a man with money and means and all that. Come on. Come on, man.
I'm already manifesting that. My husband, he on his way. He coming to get me.
This woman is fucking nuts. You know what? Let me try to use one of my memes that I tried to set up, but it ain't been working. We're going to figure all this shit out. We figured out the mic tonight live on some hood shit. Let's see. I got a meme for this bitch. Let's see if it pop up. I guess not. Maybe another day. Send in the Cash App, Streamlabs, Super Stickers, Super Chats. I'm looking for a live stream sponsor. Celebration that we finally got the mic right. Yeah. I need one of my moderators to post the Cash App link in the chat so I can pin it to the top. Cash App is preferable because YouTube takes 30% cut. But hey, if it's convenient to do the super chat or super stickers, that's fine. And that's the way you get the meme that pop up. Or do Streamlabs, link in the description. You can get the meme pop up. We're looking for a live stream sponsor. My guy T Orlando, please post the Cash App in the chat, please. Or Mystic.
Plan, engagement, nothing. A man wants me to push a baby out this power portal, you're gonna have to get on one knee, motherfucker. I'm already manifesting that. My husband, he on his way. He coming to get me. First of all, hi. It is painfully obvious how many of us have given up on love. Stop blaming social media, all the accessible options we have, the music that's glorified, and having these redundant ass conversations on podcasts with gender roles. The root of the issue is there are a bunch of people who don't believe that it's going to happen for them. If I don't think love is going to happen for me, I'm going to take what I can get. I want to feel something.
She keeps talking about settling and taking what she can get because she knows that's where she is on her journey. Let's be very clear. Let's be very fucking clear. Uh-oh. We got a Cash App. Oh, okay. T Orlando, not a sponsor, but thanks for the Cash App anyway. I respect it. As Sinful to Be says, a whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of none. So, everybody shout out T Orlando in the chat for donating. Appreciate you, T Orlando. But yeah, what I was going to say is, there is no love in this woman's future. She could never love a man. That's been fucked out of her before she turned 20. With her, it might have been before she turned 15. That's been fucked out of her 100 sexual partners ago. After a woman hits the wall, she can never love you. Don't ever forget that shit.
Taking what we can get, we settle for crumbs. We settle for crumbs because we don't even think the whole loaf exists, let alone that we're worthy of the whole loaf.
If she cared about real love, money wouldn't be so important. Money and status wouldn't be so important. I'll just put it that simply.
Person I've encountered has said, just sex is not enough. We all crave connection. We want someone who listens, someone who understands us, someone who can see us for us. Yet we're hiding behind a tree, not even showing a fraction of who we truly are. I don't know how I'm going to react if I get my heart broken again, so I'm not going to let anyone in. I'm going to be Billy Badass and hard in my heart and cheat myself out of something real because I'm too fucking afraid to put myself out there again. I have given up on love, and I'll take what I can get. Call it for what it is. Let's tell the truth. Because telling the truth is the first step into creating a reality that you actually want. On the other side of that fear is freedom. On the other side of that fear is everything that your heart desires. You don't have to believe in magic. You are the magic. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that what's put on your heart is for a reason. And it's on your heart because it exists. And you should trust that for once. First of all, I will never subscribe to you or anyone else's idea of love. What's possible for me. The writings on my heart are true. You can share your perspective all you want, but it is not a universal truth. I do not care what all men do. All men cheat. All men are like this. All men see you like that. Most men wouldn't. The person that's designed for me is not like most men.
So let's break that down real quick. I'm going to go get some chips, but let me break this down real quick. Bars. So not only does she want a top 1%er, now she's saying, I want the top 1% of the 1% who fit just me, who's going to accept Brittany Renner and her past and like who's not going to see her a certain way. And so she wants the 1% of the 1%. She wants the 0.001%. That's what she's holding out for. That's what she just said there. She's like, I acknowledge that most men are a certain way. I acknowledge that most men are going to see me a certain way and yada, yada, yada. But I'm going to look for the one needle in the haystack of the needle in the haystack. All right, I'll be back.
And quite frankly, most of you are cowards, lack imagination, lazy, and overall, you've just given up. Well, what makes you so special? How are you any different? Well, you did that, and you said this. Babe, if you don't see my value, it's because you're not meant to.
Do you have a fucking tweet printed out on your hoodie? I'm not even going to get into how pathetic that is. I was about to leave, but okay, I'm leaving now for real.
And no communication could ever bridge the gap to understanding. Think what you want. Think it again. Shout it from the mountaintops. But it ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't answer to that. The idea of 2 men wanting to marry me overwhelms me. Why would I want 200, 2,000, 2 million men to want to be with me? I'm glad we don't relate. Because this ain't that and that ain't this in real life. You ain't even got enough bass in your voice for me. You don't even speak with conviction. You don't even believe yourself. A joke. A jester you are. Whatever your romantic situation is a direct reflection of what you, nobody else, what you think is possible for you. Is that as good as it gets? I hate to burst your bubble, but where you have settled in, you will never feel settled in. You'll never know peace. Your heart is always going to long for the truth, whatever that may be for you. There's nothing wrong with taking the scenic route, but at some point you will be ejected out of that reality because you can't fight fate. And who you're for is who you're for. If you took yourself seriously, you wouldn't entertain buffoonery. You wouldn't entertain something that you know in your heart that ain't for you. But you can't say you standing on business. You don't even stand up for what you believe in. You don't even stand up for yourself. You don't even stand up for your heart. You're a coward. That's it. That's all. Have a great day. Well, actually, have the day you deserve. First of all, you know, I honestly understand why people don't want to live in their truth, because it is excruciatingly painful to have to face the Frankensteins you created, to sit in your shit, understanding that you made a bunch of decisions from a place of fear, playing small, and ultimately just not believing in yourself. Getting to the root of that, it hurts, because you realize where you've shortchanged yourself. Like, it's like you have to understand that you've created a life of lies, this false sense of security. You live in a house of cards, and just one little truth, one little and they're all toppling. And it's like, once you have decided, I'm not going to lie to myself anymore, it's not going to get easier, but you're going to get through it. I thought when I chose myself, I thought when I chose truth, I had this expectation that it was going to be easier. And then I have gone through unimaginable things the last 3 years of my life. And I'm like, is this the things that I get? And I kind of wanted a cookie. You know, like, I chose myself. Like, these motherfuckers be lying to themselves till the day they die. Where's my cookie? Chocolate chip, please. I mean, in the cookies, the gems are along the way. The presents are in every present moment. The presents are in the present. And I can honestly say that it doesn't get easier, but you get better. And every day, your best gets better. First of all, if love is not in your top 3 priorities, you're one of those, if it happens, it happens, you know? I mean, like, I guess I'm, you know, we could never work. Don't try to hit me up. I cuss out strangers. I have no problem making an example out of any person who tries to enter my world knowing what I am looking for. My top 3 priorities: family, career, love. Just that simple. What can I say? I'm a woman who believes she can have it all. Someone had told me the stakes are always so high with you. Yeah, they are. And do you want to know why? Because I'm open to being utterly...
Okay. I'm going to touch on what she said a minute ago or however long ago. Oh, I thought I was going to get a cookie when I chose myself. Bitch, nobody gives a fuck about you. That's what you're delusional about. Everything women do, they want a fucking cookie for it. Because they think they're the star of the movie and everybody else on the planet is the supporting, character. They want a fucking party thrown for everything they do. Nobody gives a fuck about you if you ain't making balls explode. Like, never mind.
Disappointed by love. And in that vulnerability, I am welcoming the greatest love I've ever known. The I'm scared shitless, but I'm doing it anyway kind of love. You're not on the same type of time. We're just not going to align. So save yourself some time. Dr. Seuss in this bitch.
Yeah, bars. She keep making these videos because she keep having failed situationships. And then she got to come and talk about it online. Every guy she talked to, it don't work out. And that's why these videos keep happening.
Save yourself some time and get out of line. Bye. In real life.
Back to showing her body again. That's all she has. She's going to keep running back to that. Because she still doesn't have an identity. She's still running away from herself, like she said earlier.
First of all,
does this seem like a mentally mature woman? She's 31 years old with a kid. This is a grown-ass woman. Let's just rewind that a few seconds and ask yourself, does this seem like a mentally mature 31-year-old woman?
First of all,
yeah, something really wrong with this bitch. I don't want to fuck. I don't care how good she is in bed. Wake up with a knife in your fucking neck. remember she was saying like she want a cookie. She want a cookie for having celery on the fucking counter. Look, I'm juicing, y'all. She wants a cookie for everything she does, no matter how mundane and boring it is.
Come here, Asia. Hi, baby. Ooh, my favorite helper is here.
And now she's gonna ruin this little boy's life and bring him into the bullshit. In the same video, she was just showing her butt in. This is just sad. I'm gonna end it there. I don't want to ruin this kid's life. I got some other stuff to go over.
Do you own your own home in Missouri and are still paying for electricity? You could be missing out on free government assistance to go solar.
A lot of times what happens with women is they get an experience with a guy that's getting money and they feel that that's where their level is. I had a guy take me to Mastro's one time. I'm a Mastro's girl. No, you just had an experience. You still a girl that's just an average girl. This thing, have you ever accepted a date from a man that you weren't sexually attracted to?
Of course.
No.
So here we go. That's my point. This is what I want to prove. So
Nobody said you wasn't right.
Oh, so I'm right.
I feel like
We can end the segment now.
I can't sit across from nobody ugly.
yes, people do go on dates and they have nothing because they were bored. Like, is that wrong?
Yes.
I got
No,
friends.
men need better discernment
Yes.
to go out with women that actually like them.
Or
So
women
why?
need to
See, all right, listen. On the flip
Why
side,
is that
on the
wrong?
flip side, there's
I'm
an
just
experience
bored.
where
I'm
like
going with Brian.
you'll meet a girl and you would talk to her and you let her know you're not looking for a relationship, and then y'all sleep with each other, and then you like, all right, you kind of want to back off, and now they want to demonize you as a bad person because you quote unquote use them.
Women aren't even sensitive like that anymore. Like,
What are you
these girls be having
talking
one
about?
night stands.
Sensitive? What? Y'all live
I
there?
feel like no, women be having, they be like, bye, they be dogging these
not a-
dudes for real. It's city girls, sexy red, all of
Not
that. It's like,
not
oh,
when you
that's
like the
not-
dude. When you like the dude, he do that.
even still,
And you
kinda
thought that
gotta-
you can use the box to catch his attention, and it didn't work
It's
out.
never just that. I would.
I'm
never
not saying.
do that.
I'm not saying you do that. I'm just saying, but people
Oh,
do
okay.
that. I'm not saying you do it.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
See, you can't have general conversations with these bitches. They always want to go back to them because they're the star of the movie.
Never that. Like for all,
Like
I think I
it's
could
the
think
same
of
way.
all
Like
of them.
you, so you now as a dude, you know, if you're a little more mature and you know the intention, you know, you might not even sleep with her just
Some
because I'm
women
like.
just want that though. Like
That,
there's
they
women
should
that don't
speak
want
up.
no ties.
I'm assuming those girls
Facts.
speak up though. I'm assuming those girls speak up.
That's
Their
what I'm
ener- no, their
saying.
energy
And then the
speaks
man
up.
be like, damn, she didn't even call me back. She didn't even text me she was home. Nope.
Yeah, their energy speaks up. That is exactly it.
Literally.
She's not. My thing is, if you can't pick up on that, same thing with a guy. If he's like, never asked to take you out, but he's always invited.
Let's play a little game. Which one is more of a basic bitch and a dingbat? Pink or black? I'm gonna let it play and y'all let me know as it plays.
You over to the crib,
Right.
then his energy is speaking for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
If a woman is never,
calling you
she'll
out
never
in the
text you
club.
out or say nothing unless you spent $300 on a date. She ain't, like you said, she didn't let you know that she was home, or she never hit you up unless she's talking about food. Then read the room, like read the
Yeah.
energy. It has to be, the blame has to be put on self at a certain point when you keep getting put in the same bad situations. You can't blame how someone else's behavior is, and you have to start like accepting what you deserve.
Well, yeah. If a bitch only calling you for food and then she don't text you all week, you know you the foodie guy. Don't be mad at bitches for being bitches. Bitches ain't shit. Don't be mad at them. Just accept it and move on with your life. It's like all men are looking for those, 10, 15% of women who decent. And most men will fail their whole lives at finding one of those 10, 15%ers. And then when they get a 10, 15%, they like, this ain't all it was cracked up to be anyway. But yeah, read the room, fellas. If you got a question if the bitch like you or not, she don't like you. RB Sensei just made it simple for you. When a bitch like you, she gonna annoy you with how much she like you. If she ain't annoying with how much she like you, she don't like you.
And pushing out the stuff that you don't. I'm not even about to tolerate anything like that, because what are you even talking about right now? Like, what do you mean, even back to the chivalry, you can't open the door or you're not going to pay for a first date unless she's doing this, and that. Then no, we don't have to go anywhere and we can just leave it at that. I'll see you when I see you. But have some standards. Like,
No, I agree,
men
no.
and women need to have some more standards.
We definitely do, man.
But bitch, you just a hoe. Like, if you're not a good woman, you just a bitch to possibly fuck. Women don't understand that those are the only two categories men have. A woman to take serious as my wife, introduced her mom, have kids with, and a bitch I'm just fucking on for the time being. You're just a basic bitch that, dudes be fucking on for the time being. Nothing about you gives wife vibes, mother vibes, or meet my mom vibes.
Definitely need more
Period.
standards.
I really think
Because men need the standards for not paying that $250.
Well,
That's what they need.
You shouldn't get yourself in that position. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, if you make enough bread, just throw the bread. Then, hey, throw the bread. Do your thing. Yeah,
Trick on her a little bit.
It's all about a dollar sign at the end of the day. Obviously.
It's all about a dollar sign at the end of the day, man. I can't stand tricks. Just pay that bitch directly for sex. I hate dudes who try to impress a bitch with money and, like, this bitch fucked you one time. You just spent $10,000. Like, bro, you know how much you overpaid for that one fuck? These dudes are so dumb and pathetic, man. I would never trick on a bitch. You either my woman and I'm, buying something for my woman because it's her birthday or Christmas or something, or bitch, here's $50, suck my cock. No gray area. I'm not sitting across from a dingbat like this trying to act like I actually want to have a conversation with her just so I can maybe get some pussy. And pay for the privilege to talk to a dingbat and maybe not get some pussy. No.
See, a man that's got money, he don't care about that $250. Like what?
Nah,
that's
you know what?
overrated.
I don't think it's about
That's
the. I don't think it's
overrated.
about the money. It's the principle. Like sometimes it's not about
No,
the
it's definitely
dollar.
about the money. Because a man, if he's struggling financially,
Right, because you're a fucking idiot and all you care about is money. Men care about principles. Women care about status and money. Yeah, to a simple-minded bitch, it's all about money. Y'all don't know about principle. Y'all just fucking scavengers and gold diggers. You don't know about character and principles. We know. I ain't mad at you. I know what bitches are. I mean, sometimes I get a little frustrated at this stupid shit, but I ain't really mad at them.
so he's not even gonna want to date because he knows he can't
Good
even
for
like
him.
go out there and do all that. He might want to deal with the girl, but he's not gonna want to
He's
date
not
her.
taking-
It's the more money a man
if it's
has.
about money, he's not taking you on any date that's worthy
That's
of going
what
on
I'm
anyway.
saying.
So it's like-
The
Those
mo-
are the ones at the house because they know better.
Yeah, the more money he
Who
has,
y'all
the less he's
That's what I'm
doing.
saying. These celebrities beat
What
these
you
girls in
mean?
the back of a car.
Alrighty, that sound
They're
like
not
that
taking you
sound
out to
like
eat, bro. That's-
Because
they
the
might
men be
trickle you,
outside
yo.
with money to spend.
Okay, there's a difference.
Single men
Let me
are
ask you a
out
question.
here bored with money to spend, and they will absolutely go out.
If Michael B. Jordan wanted to take you to Cheesecake Factory, would you go?
Yes, I love Cheesecake Factory.
So Michael B. Jordan has a lot more money.
There's nothing wrong with
But
you.
I
But
love
if-
Cheesecake
I like
Factory.
this too.
But
Me
if
too.
I'm asking. I'll call Denzel and be like, "You want to go to Cheesecake Factory? I'll treat." Like, yes, I love
See,
Cheesecake
she
Factory.
want to impress the nigga and spend on her
you're
money.
not being honest. You're not being honest.
Thank you. She probably not being. That's gonna be the honest for you. She's not being honest.
No,
You're
but
not
I do.
spending your money like that.
I don't.
Yeah, let's be clear. When a woman like you, she will spend her money on you. She'll pay for the first 3 dates when she really into you. But most guys will never experience a woman being really, really, truly into them. Unfortunately, it's sad, it's cold, but it's the truth. But I'm letting you know, when a bitch really like you, she'll pay for the first 3 dates.
I get what you're saying though. I don't expect somebody who just because they have more money than somebody else that I went out previously, because I'm not going out by money. I'm going out based off of experience or something I like. If you ask me to take me to a Michelin restaurant, but I'm not really into that type of cuisine, or if you want to go to a really fancy seafood restaurant, but that's not what I have a taste for, I really wanted to go to something a little less fancy, we can always do that at a later time. That doesn't mean that it's the end all be all, but I want to enjoy the experience. If I gotta sit here and listen to a 7-course about stuff I don't want to eat, then I'm actually not really enjoying it. But that could just be me. But I want to go out with somebody because I like the vibe. I'm not trying to go out with it just to see how much money he can spend. That's gonna be a natural reaction because, like I said, I don't do just one part of the date. You're gonna be on 4 dates in one with me. So we'll get to the next coin by the time we hit the next spot, and now we putt-putting, and now we doing this and that.
Yeah.
So it's not about me trying to count dollars based off of a restaurant. The experience is what's important to me. Are we enjoying each other's company? That's what's important to me. If Michael B. Jordan wanted to go to this restaurant, but I hated everything we were talking about, I'm not interested in going anywhere else.
I'm saying, what's gonna get?
Nobody, you're not important. I'm tired of women thinking they're important, man. They're not important. That's all I want to say on this break.
you at your house? If you walk outside right now and a man approaches you,
Fine, handsome man.
and you know that he works at Chipotle.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Are you going on a? See what what I mean?
It's a lot of
And this is.
Nobody knocking Chipotle, by the way.
No disrespect, nobody. I love Chipotle. I go there every day. Appreciate y'all.
But did I know he went out with Chipotle before he asked me
You're
on the
gonna
date?
find out by you're gonna talk to him.
That's why you
hopefully.
shouldn't talk to them. Fine.
Right. But did I know
but
that
you're not-
before we went out? If I knew that before we went out, it does not
But you're not
necessarily
treating.
work.
This is the thing. Women aren't treating men in good faith. It's always about what he can
But it's
do.
good
It's
faith
always
for
about
me.
the gesture. It's never about the man. It's never about character. It's never about integrity. It's never you fucked him because of his integrity. It's never because you took him seriously because of his
Babe,
character.
we can't buy a house with
That's
your
what I'm
Chipotle
saying.
coins. I'm so sorry.
I don't
like,
think.
But
I don't
this-
think.
we are
I don't,
incompatible.
I don't
But-
think it's the money, right? I think it's the ambition. You understand?
Are you gonna stay at Chipotle
it's
or are you gonna open
see
a
what I'm saying?
Chipotle?
Like,
Are you gonna stay at Chipotle or are you gonna open a Chipotle? Man, listen. This woman isn't a good woman. She doesn't qualify. She just doesn't qualify. I'll just keep it simple like that.
you
Like,
work
you gotta
at
be
you
there
work
for a
at
year?
Like, and how old are you? Like that's the best you could do. Like
Yeah.
'Cause
it's
I'm in my
more so
30s.
that. Like what? Because
Well, why you? If you're so fucking great, why are you in your 30s and still single? That's the part they don't never dive into. Since you're so fucking wonderful, and a guy got to be a CEO to fuck with you. Look, why didn't one of those dudes you fucked with over the years wife you up? Because you're not a good woman and you're not worth it. You acting like you would be doing the Chipotle guy a favor. The Chipotle guy would be doing you a favor because you're a dog shit human that's not worth being in a relationship with. We ain't even gonna get to the money yet. You're not a good person. You wouldn't make a good girlfriend to any man. That's the main point of all this. You're gonna be nothing but a hindrance to any man's life. Your best bet was to use that money that you getting and trick on the Chipotle dude. And see if he'll just stay around and put up with your bullshit. You should pay a man to put up with your bullshit.
women love ambition. We like ambition in a woman too.
No, we don't.
When
No,
I
we
found
don't.
out that she works at KFC, I'm like, When you tell the homies, I'm working out with y'all or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I met this chick, man. She's really cool, but she works at KFC. My man right there is like, oh, she works at KFC, bro. You see how he laughing? Exactly. So it does everything,
Joe
bro.
for working at
It does
Chipotle.
everything. So it's
Joe
not
laughing.
about.
But there's nothing
So I don't
wrong
want you to
with
think
the
that.
working
Okay.
Okay, so I don't want you to think. I don't want you to think it's about the fact that she's not going to give him the most just because of where he works at. It's just she's thinking in her head like, dang, you know what I'm saying? His ambitions is low.
But this thing, right?
But now
Most
They don't give a fuck about ambition. They care about the money. If you was an ambitious dude who wanted to work your way up to a position that only paid $60,000, they wouldn't give a fuck about your ambition. Even if you started off, making $10,000 and you had so much ambition, you worked your way up to the top position in that company, but it only made $6,000. They don't give a damn about how much ambition you had to have to get to that $60K. Ambition is a dog whistle for hundreds of thousands. And then when you give her hundreds of thousands, she wants you to work your way up to millions. It never end with these bitches. The happiest women are the women who are content with the simplest things. Fucking period. If she was so great and she was good enough to lock down a rich nigga who got all this and that, she would have did it before 33. It's never gonna fucking happen. And this chubby bitch just need to shut the fuck up. She don't qualify for over 20K. Her weight don't qualify for anything over 20K.
people are average people.
Okay.
We have conditioned people in society to believe that everybody's special. Most people are regular people. The average salary in America is around $40,000 a year. Most people work at Chipotle. Most people work at TJ Maxx. Most people work at all the stores that you roll past to get down here. That's where most people work. Most people are not these millionaires and these ball players, but we've conditioned. A lot of times what happens with women is they get an experience with a guy that's getting money, and they feel that that's where their level is.
Right. She can get fucked by a dude with money, and now she thinks she can get married by a dude with money. Yeah.
I had a guy take me to Mastro's one time. I'm a Mastro's girl. No, you just had an experience. You still a girl that's just an average girl, and this is the problem.
because
Nobody
my
wants to be
thing-
average anymore.
Okay.
That's the problem. It's just like,
So
yo.
what's the intended audience? Because there are women who also, like I work in tech as a project manager. I'm not going to. There's nothing wrong with somebody working at Chipotle, but my thing is there are also people who could.
Nobody gives a fuck that you work in tech. The Chipotle dude don't care that you work in tech. The dude who own the tech company you work for don't give a fuck that you work in tech. Nobody cares if you make $250,000 a year. Women's money hinders them from getting the guy they want. Men's money helps them to get the woman they want. But y'all too slow to get it. She's not smart enough to know that. This is proof that they think if I make $250K now, I just skyrocketed up to qualify for a man who makes $250K, and it actually does the opposite. It lowers your chance of getting a $250K guy. You literally had a better chance to get him if you worked at Chipotle. That's what they don't get, and it's sad.
That manager at KFC, that manager at Chipotle might have a little bit more in common than me taking you to some of my corporate events and preferring to date somebody who is in that same type of like.
It depends what outcome you want. Here's the thing.
Right, but I want the outcome that makes sense.
Only 10% of black men make over 100K.
So then my windows are small.
Then you make a small window.
Audience out to white
you want a man that's over 6 feet? That's a smaller window. You want a man that could dress? That's a smaller window. You want a man with a personality? That's a smaller window. You want a man that lives in DC? That's a smaller window.
And I be fucking
You want to make the window.
She just said it, and I be fucking them. But why don't you be getting cuffed by him? She literally just, I gotta rewind that. She said because he was like, this is a small percentage man, and I be fucking them, but none of them have made you their wives. Women would rather be the fuck doll of a rich man than the queen of an average man. But she don't get it, man. There isn't, they think just because they fuck, a millionaire, or they fuck millionaires from 18 to 35, that like, at the end of the rainbow, one of those millionaires are going to marry him. It's so stupid.
So small. And then you get a unicorn, and then you say, well, I'm gonna be traditional when I feel like it.
No.
And that's the problem right now with dating.
Washboard. Because what are you talking about?
I don't think
what do you mean what am I talking about?
Because my thing is, I already know that my pickings are so slim that like, and I don't date that often or ever. So I have.
But you just said you be fucking those dudes, but you don't date often or ever. Man, we don't believe you. When did you stop dating often? You're 33. You've been getting fucked on since you were 15 at least. And nobody wiped it up. And now you on a fucking podcast arguing with motherfuckers. By the time a woman end up on a podcast arguing dingbat shit, she'll probably never be your wife. It's that simple.
I take advantage of those opportunities. So when I meet somebody who has a lot going on, like the backgrounds, the goals, they're ambitious, I take full advantage of that. But those are the times why I'm like, okay, we're out. Like,
well, since we have a commercial break, I'm going to give you my commercial break. Hit the Cash App, hit the Streamlabs, hit the Super Chat. I'm still looking for a live stream sponsor starting at $5. If you hit the Streamlabs Super Sticker or Super Chat, you get the new official meme that pop up. You know the deal. Let's get it.
like I bring back a surprise shot out of a show of good faith. I didn't have to do that, nor did it really matter with anything, but it was still like a nice gesture. And it was like, cool, that's the same thing as like on the fourth date, like you paying for something. But that is I already know my pickings are slim, so the same way men want to be impressed too sometimes.
Yeah, we like flattery.
Like, that is what that is.
But if your pickings are slim, then out the gate, you need to be going hard.
That is out the gate on the fourth date.
No, the fourth date isn't out the gate. That's what I'm saying.
I also think that
she showed up date one.
I showed up. I told you I got a shot. I always get a shot on day one.
I think
be wowing them right there in the mirror.
I think some women, if they really like you, they'll be willing to work with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if she sees you and like she said, you're fine as hell to her, you look real good, you all the physical attributes, but you work at a low level job or whatever the case may be. If you're talking to her and she's talking to y'all on the first date and you're letting her know like these are my ambitions, I have this lined up, I'm gonna try to do this, I'm gonna do that, I think they'd be more willing to work with you. But
So that goes into the point of, we asked this question before on the podcast about women building men. So that goes into like, now she's waiting, she has to work with you and build with you until you reach your purpose or fulfill your dreams.
Oh, no, I don't want to switch this topic. We'll come back to that. Hold that thought.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go for it.
My bad.
No, you good.
Because that's going to go down.
My bad.
Okay, can you just, real quick, just let's circle back. Just give me the gist of your last statement because it gets a little misconstrued.
So the gist of the last statement is, in terms of interactions with men on first dates or first interactions, what's happening is men are saying, I got to put in all this effort, and I don't know when she's going to reciprocate. So men have decided, I'm not going to approach women. I don't want anything to do with women. 63% of men have decided they don't want anything to do with women. They have kind of left the
Are they
dating
looking
field.
for men?
No, they just like, yo, I'm done with women. Like, it's not for me. So what y'all are kind of saying perpetuates that idea of like, well, once a man does enough, I'll think.
You hear that shaming language? Men are walking away from women. Are they dealing with men? They say the same dumb, goofy shit. They're not original. Oh, if a motherfucker don't want my fat ghetto ass, he must like men. No, you're not desirable. And neither is that bitch next to you, even though she's more fuckable. She's not desirable to be a wife. They don't get that separation. Just because a rich man will fuck you don't mean... Never mind.
Think about it. I'll buy a shot once he paid for 4 Mastro dates.
No, I said the first day you get the shot.
Okay, cool. You get one shot. But he's paying a lot, right, in the beginning. He's investing a lot. And what's happening is average men and average women aren't getting together. The divorce rate is the highest that it's ever been. The marriage rate is the lowest that it's ever been. People aren't getting together anymore. Relationships, it's all over the place. So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is average women and average men aren't getting together, and a lot of it has to do with lack of effort, lack of value, and I'm trying to get y'all to see that. It's not about, once he puts in all this work, I'll think about going above and beyond.
Stop trying to explain this shit to these dingbats. They're never gonna... It's not that they don't get it. They don't care about an average nigga. Once they tasted above average nigga, she can never go back. She will never be satisfied with the average nigga. You're not going to rationalize it with him. You can't rationalize sexual attraction. If she been with a tall, sexy nigga with money, anything less than a tall, sexy nigga with money will be settling for her. It don't matter who. It don't matter if fucking Malcolm X come back and explain to the bitches.
Especially for a man that's like this unicorn that y'all are talking about. Especially for a man that's making this money and doing all these things. What do you think? He has options the same way you got options.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just, it goes into your own, like, how you perceive yourself. Because it's like, y'all sat here.
It don't go into how you perceive yourself. Like, you can perceive yourself as fucking Beyonce, but it don't mean you gonna be fucking rich and famous. This bitch is dumb, man.
Y'all said.
I don't know how these podcasters do it, man. They need to be paid more, even if they are millionaires. Like, Fresh and Fit need twice as much as they got by just sitting around at the table listening to these fucking idiots talk.
Oh, you date one person, all of a sudden you're a Mastro's girl. No, I was already taking myself there. I was already getting.
But you fat. It don't matter. It don't matter if you was taking yourself to Maestro's. You don't qualify to have a man take you to Maestro's. You could take yourself all you want. A nigga ain't gonna be like, I ain't attracted to her at all, but she take herself to Maestro's, so I'm gonna take her to Maestro's.
Getting myself designer things before he bought me that bag. I already came with these things. So I think you're talking about people that are looking to get their lifestyle upgraded. I'm talking about like the middle class, maybe upper middle class woman that has a nice job, probably paying $80,000 and up, you know, and that's good. Like a single woman with no kids, like that's cool, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm talking about those women. I'm not talking about Chipotle and KFC. I'm talking about career women with jobs that can afford to choose between men, because it's like, you know, they can take care of themselves. Like, women are buying more houses by themselves now. Like, a lot of people are just single. So it's just like, you know, it's like a flip of the coin. Like, why does a woman need a man that can't do anything that she's already doing? Like, if you can't even match me, like.
Because women have decided that men are no better than just a bank account. Women don't see men as anything more than just a wallet.
And by the time they just see a man as a wallet, they're fucking damaged as people. And probably damaged beyond repair. Any woman who feel like the only value a man bring to my life is a paycheck is a fucking dumbass, and she don't deserve to ever be in a relationship, and she's not going to be anything positive to any man in the relationship. Fucking period. Don't worry about all that. Get your ass in the gym. That's what you need to worry about.
Nothing else that men provide. If I say, what do men provide outside of penis protection and provision? What are you gonna say?
Love don't pay
a
the
lot
bills.
of things. You know how many things? Okay, the good playlist, the vibe.
Why are we sitting here wondering what men? We know what men bring to the table. Ask them bitches what they bring to the table other than hole and headache. That I just coined a new term: hole and headache. The double H. You know what? I'm gonna call these bitches Triple H. What? Hold on. Hole, headache, and hold on. I'm gonna think of another H word. Whole headache and high blood pressure. That's all that modern women bring. Whole headache and high blood pressure.
Like, who am I gonna send my favorite tweets to? Like, there's just so many things that I feel like we're bonding on just great.
Gun owners know the total concealment of your fire.
Oh dear God.
What's the difference between a title that gets a 3% click-through rate and one that blows up your channel and gets thousands and thousands of views?
Ooh, I want to know that. Are you going to tell me, ma'am?
I spent 2 months analyzing the titles of my videos to see if I could figure it out. Some videos had tons of views and clicks, and others were limping along at less than a 1% CTR. My goal was to see if I could figure out why certain titles performed so much better than others and craft a strategy so that every time I created a title for YouTube, I knew it was going to get a higher click-through rate.
What are y'all rating her 1 to 5? I mean, clearly she older. Before old bitch, what y'all rating her 1 to 5? Let me know in the chat.
And I figured it out, and I'm going to share with you exactly what that strategy is in today's video. Because it doesn't matter how amazing or entertaining your video is.
I think she's a better looking older woman. She not bad looking at all. Yeah, let me know, 1 to 5.
Doesn't matter how well you've edited it if nobody clicks and therefore watches it. Or at least if only a small number of people click. So if you wish you were getting more views on all of your videos, believe me, I get it, because that's exactly how I felt. But then I heard about the strategy for getting more clicks on your titles, and it was so ridiculously simple. I couldn't even believe it could possibly be this easy. All I had to do was slightly change the way that I was writing my titles. Easy enough, right? I decided to split test the titles of 20 different videos. I did not change the thumbnail. I only changed one small thing in the title of each video. Some were fairly recent videos and some were years old. The age of the video did not make a difference. I was talking to 2 different audiences in 2 different niches, so I figured I'd have a lot more results to analyze across a wide variety of.
Hey cousins. Ooh, y'all ain't expecting me to be on time, child. I know y'all don't expect me to be on time. Let me send this. Let me put the link in the comment section. Kendra's tired tonight. She just go to bed. I am tired. Thank you. Vanessa been on all the platforms. So long story short, I had an early Saturday. So I've been up very early and it ran into me hosting the show. Wait, hold on a second. Where is my phone? My other phone is acting up today, child. I'm trying to invite guests, the link. So yeah, long story short, if you've been watching all the shows, then you already know the backstory. So I'm exhausted. What am I doing here? Okay. So the other shows I kind of ended a little early, but let's see. Let me while I'm putting in the link, y'all tell me where y'all watching from. Indianapolis. All right. You ready? All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's get it. Is your name Cassie?
Yes, it is.
Cassie, where are you calling me from?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Hold on a second. Cassie, Seattle, Washington. How old are you?
49.
49. What you do for a living?
I work in health information management.
Health information management?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any kids?
4 adults.
How old are your 4 adult kids?
30, 28, 24, and 23.
30, 28, what else?
24 and 23.
Okay, all by the same man?
2, my older kids are by their father. My younger kids are by their father.
So 2 men. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever been married?
No, I have not.
Never married. So Cassie, Seattle, Washington, 49. What's your zodiac sign?
I am a Virgo.
Virgo. So we got Cassie.
Oh, damn it. All right. Let's do the VA vets. As soon as I make sure I'm not muted. All right. Visual analysis. Okay. I mean, it looked like she at least put some effort in her appearance. I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing, but she at least tried. So I'll give her that. She's half a century old, but okay, that's not visual. So, I mean, there's nothing really standing out visually. Obviously, no model. The hair is fine. It's better than all that stupid weave. What are we rating her? Just on the visual, 1 to 5 in the chat. What are we rating her? 1 to 5 in the chat. And then I got to take some points off. So, okay. 2 baby daddies. So, single mother. Okay, -5 points. Now, I need, who gonna keep score for me? Orlando, I guess is your job. All right, Orlando, I need you to keep score of what her score is. And it would help if you just typed it so we don't lose track. So when I take off points, type what the total is each time. Appreciate you, T. Orlando. I don't think it's a hospital gown. I think it's just a shirt that's made like that. But -5 points for being a single mom. -5 points for being a single mom who was never married. And -5 points for having 2 different baby daddies.
Seattle, Washington, 49 Virgo, works in health information management. Mom of 4 adult kids by 2 men. Never married?
Never married.
Never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
A good man with a good job who loves God, loves people, and loves dogs.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
A drug user, a woman abuser, and a cheater.
And a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
Should he look a certain way?
Attractive to me.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Oh, my friends tell me, yeah, they should make a certain amount of money. Just make enough to support you, because I can support me, and we can come together and support each other.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. Okay, Cassie.
Okay. What are we rating the bod 1 to 5? Let me know. She put in some effort. What are we rating the bod 1 to 5?
We got you, boo. Cassie.
Yes,
when
ma'am.
was your last relationship?
Oh, it's been a long time because I've been raising my kids. So I haven't been in a relationship since my kid's father, probably 15 years maybe.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you don't got to.
15 years single is definitely 5 points off. Like, I don't know why women think they could take 15 years off, the dating game, and then just come back like they never left. I really don't get that. It just shows that they just don't value having a man. They really don't. They see men as just maybe an accessory at best.
Answer, but I'm going to ask, why do you think you've been single for 15 years?
Because I was in ministry and my only focus was my kids and the ministry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna.
I mean, oh gosh. Just don't date. Just forget about dating. Just keep focusing on your kids and ministry.
Ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2018.
2018. Okay. Yeah. All right, Cassie. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I have to work on my
sex outside of a relationship in your 40s is fucking cringe, in a sense. She should just keep being a pop and drop. But I'm going to take off another 5 points for that.
Patience. I can be a little impatient sometimes.
Okay.
I love a little too hard. So I give so much of myself and I kind of deplete myself. So I need to hold some love for me. And getting out more and putting myself out there is something I need to work on. And one more thing, you only asked for 3, but I wrote down 4. Tapping more into my sensuality. So being in ministry, you're kind of like, I'm unlearning the religious stuff. So being more in tune with who I am sensually is what I need to work on.
Okay. Now, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Cassie?
Man, because I am an all-around good woman. Like, I am the real deal. This is all you get. This is me. I'm not showing up with no representative. I'm kooky. I'm corny. I'm hood. I'm holy.
I'm hood and holy. Negative 5 points for I'm hood and holy. Jesus Christ.
See, is what you get. There ain't no filters. There ain't no makeup. This is all me. The fat, the fluff, the funny, the fabulous. And I just love hard. And I think I would be a great addition to anyone. Like, I'm happy and you're happy and we can come together and be even more happy.
Okay.
I'm not feeling the humility. I'm just not. It's like, yeah, you better love this because I'm fabulous, I'm fat, I'm fluffy, and I'm fine and all that. Like, I don't get humble vibes. I get arrogant and obnoxious. Another 5 points off.
Well, let's do it, Cassie. Okay, you're 49. What's the age range you would date?
Oh yeah, let's get that in the chat. Let me know what age range she's gonna put out there. I'm gonna say 45 to 55 is my guesstimate. Let me know what y'all think.
Uh, 39 to 59.
Oh God, she went down to 39. 10 years younger. She think a 39-year-old man is checking for a 50-year-old woman. Wow.
All right. 39 to 59. And should he be in Seattle, Washington?
No, I got a passport and I travel, but be in the United States. But be in the United States, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Cassie, Seattle, Washington, 49, Virgo. She works in health information management. We'll take 39 and 59, mom to 4 adult kids. I'm assuming you don't care if he has kids.
I don't care if he has kids, but at least 16 and older, and have a good relationship with the kid's mother. Like, please be parenting. I raised my kids on my own. I chose the wrong people, but hopefully they chose good and they have a good relationship with the kid's mother.
You had they were the wrong people, but you had 2 kids by each. It's safe to say you were the wrong person, ma'am. And nobody should take a chance on you at this point.
You chose the wrong men?
I chose wrong, yes. No one ever taught me that it's important who you lay down with when I was younger. I was an 18-year-old mother. I had my first son when I was 18. So I was never taught that. Now, I taught my kids that, look, you can't just lay down and have kids with anybody.
They weren't just anybody. They were who you wanted to lay down and have kids with. They were who you were the most sexually attracted to. Because you had the option to fuck anybody you wanted to. That's what you wanted.
So it's very important that you are able to co-parent together. Otherwise, you'd be like me, raising them on your own. So hopefully he has a good relationship with the kid's mother. And if not, hey, things happen.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name on the app, boo?
It's Cassie on the app.
Okay, is it just Cassie?
Yes, ma'am.
So CASSIE. Let me see. There's a couple of Cassies. Let me see if I can figure out which one's you. Ooh, child, my phone today. I've been talking about this since the start. My phone is acting up today, but she's Cassie. I can see, but my phone froze.
I can't pull it up because I'm on the phone
Girl,
that
you
is
can pull
on.
it up if you want. Yes, pull it up yourself.
I can't pull it up because I'm on the phone that the app is on.
iPhone tomorrow. Lee, show me the room. Champagne, you'll be next. And Janae.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Follow me on an alternate platform, Rumble, Discord, Twitter, links in the description. Join the membership. You get access to over 75 exclusive videos you've never seen, access to videos 1 to 3 days early, access to videos with no ads, access to 2 to 3 exclusive live streams a week, on top of pop-up live streams that I put behind the paywall, all for $9.99. You can stay on YouTube. It's convenient. Or you could join for $5 via Subscribestar or Patreon, links in the description. But some of the uploads get uploaded later there. But you still get access to them. Hope the next time you hear from me, we both better people than we are today. What up, DDT? What up, Mystic? Thanks for stopping by, Mystic. Everybody shout out T. Orlando. He got his wrench today. What else? Isaiah, thanks for stopping by. I'm half sleepy, so sorry if I'm butchering names. Shout out to JH for stopping by. Shout out to DWS for stopping by. We didn't make it to our goal to get an extra bonus live stream this week, but it's all good. Maybe next time. RB Sensei, out.